Our last step in defining endo and exothermic reactions is to add in the idea of energy and work. In physics, you use the word work a lot when we're thinking about force, when we're thinking about energy. It's about force and it's about distance. In chemistry, we don't have a lot of forces acting over distance that are obvious to us. Although we can have a gas that's expanding or a gas that's contracting, which is related to forces and distance there. We don't often think of this in terms of work, but it is important as we go through some of the later definitions to recognize that in exothermic processes, we could say, yes, we're giving off heat, or we could say the system could be doing work on the surroundings. That's just another way of saying releasing energy. And that energy, instead of just in the form of heat or causing a temperature change, could be in the form of a force acting over a distance, a change in volume at a certain pressure, for example, with a gas expanding. When something's endothermic and it's gaining energy, it could be because of work done on the outside. These are, done on the system from the outside. These are definitions that you can understand. There are calculations you can do with this, but for many cases, we're going to talk about constant pressure systems, and we're not going to be dealing too much with work. Although it is important that any form of energy released by a system or gained by a system, whether we think of it as heat, whether we think of it as a state change, whether it's the result of making bonds, breaking bonds, or dissolving, can help us to define something as endo or exothermic.